you take your body weight and you use your body to get like onto your leg. So you use your body to go. And
yeah, like I'm going to push him forward.
You know what you do with him? You squeeze him. You know what you do if he doesn't go? Boom. Like that. 2 legs. Bang. Not mean with a spur, just bump. Get up there. Yeah. You know how many times with a Grand Prix horse I have this lesson till they learn to get properly up in front of my leg?
I just moved black on me, so what did you do?
Don't move your hand, don't move your body, and just give him a bump with your leg and go.
This thing?
And once in a while you have to, and he's going to tell you,
You're
he's going to stick his head in
Yes,
the air,
it's recording.
and he's going to tell you, no, I'm not moving, blah, 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 and you're going to stick to it till you get what you want.
Call me if I need any help.
I will, dear.
I'm sure that was exactly her plan. Okay, you go right on forward with him. Really clear, steady contact on those reins. And you can go ahead and use your fingers and your wrists and make them a little more supple. Oh man, that pine pollen is killing me.
Oh, it's brutal.
Oh, I'm hacking and coughing and, oh man, my eyes were all swollen. Oh.
And you know what? The thing is, it gets worse. It coats everything.
We watched it yesterday. The wind hit those trees and this big yellow, I thought somebody was like burning trash or something. Couldn't figure out what the smoke was in the air. Very good. Kate, don't let your look at me. Don't let your outer hand get up here. Hands together, ride him to the bit. And you use that all the time. You play with those wrists and fingers a little bit and you say, I need this horse to be more soft. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
He puts up such a fuss.
No, he doesn't put up that big of a fuss. Someday you can come visit us and I'll show you one that puts up a fuss.
Okay.
Believe me, it can get way worse. Okay, how long have you had this horse?
Since he was 5.
How old is he now? 12. Isn't he the one that got ridden in draw reins all along the line when he was a young horse and all that?
Yep, from the get-go.
Well,
I know.
You've heard my little story about Vera and I only ever argue about 3 things?
Yeah, but I can't remember who's like, what perspective is whose.
The first one on the list is draw reins.
Right.
Because I go, I'm Klaus Balkenhol Jr. I go, it's a false victory. Draw reins are a problem. It's a problem. Don't ride with draw reins. And Vera goes, it's interesting. When we were at the Olympics, I mentioned something about that, and Karen O'Connor's groom said, oh my God, David and Karen have the same fight every day. Okay? David says, no, we don't use draw reins. And Karen says, I'm not 6 foot whatever and 190 pounds. I need some help. Okay? So Vera goes, I'm not a big person. I need to be able to have a little advantage on a horse that's having that, like, I don't have a good control, if you will, okay? Right?
Yeah.
So I actually think that they're not the worst thing if, like, I'm going out with a 5-year-old horse, 4-year-old horse to ride around the hayfield, and he has the propensity to run off with me. You know what I mean? Yeah. As a mechanism of helping me actually keep some control if he's going to, like, bolt with me, for that I'll use it. You know what the problem is? People use those to make a horse round, okay? And it's a twofold problem. Number one, the horse learns emotionally only to be round when there's a draw rein on it, okay? So when it's gone, the crutch is gone and he doesn't have to be round anymore.
Oh yeah, you got addicted to them.
Correct, number one. Number two, it tends to build a false musculature in a horse. Like, you'll see a horse go out there and what's happening is the rider's got the draw rein and he's pulling the horse's head down, but what does the horse want to do? The horse wants to take his neck and rise it up like this and come up against the reins. So now the draw rein's holding him down, right? But his neck muscles are pushing up. What are you building? You just became
the underneath.
You became the workout equipment for his. They don't realize that. That's Klaus. It's a false victory. You know, so the horse is going like this all the time. He's building that underneck.
Right.
So when they learn that stuff, it takes, if Jody or I rode him every single day, right? It would still take a couple of years to really teach him to absolutely let go and go round.
It has taken 2 years since I came here.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay? And
I never thought I'd even get it.
my Nancy Vinter, my brain surgeon lady Grand Prix rider, Nancy Vinter, I said, Nancy, if I get a horse, an international Grand Prix horse that somebody else trained, and I start to ride it, it's going to take me 1 to 2 years to figure out how to do everything on that horse where I own it, okay?
Yeah.
An amateur, it's going to take twice or 2.5 times that long.
It's taken me a while.
It took Nancy 5 years. It took me 2 to learn to ride Olympus. It took her 5. That's normal. So you've crossed enough of a line now with him that you've got all the right ideas going. Now you have to take everything you've done and go, I'm happy that I got this, I did great, but keep right on going with the process. Like when you walk with him, you make him march along. You be clear, you keep your contact, and the more he tries to talk you out of it, the more you keep right on riding. You sit right there and put your leg on him. Yep, leave it. Leave it. You're right. You're right. Keep right on going. Keep right on going. Do not be a victim. That is absolutely the hardest thing I ever teach anybody. Do not be a victim.
Yeah, I want them to be a victim.
Don't be a victim. I don't care, come hell or high water. I don't care what you do, but you get your way. You know, you're a fair and conscientious rider. It's not like you're gonna, lay whip stripes on the guy. It's not your way. Some people do that. I don't do that. I know none of you girls are gonna do that. But in your relentless way, you keep right on pecking away at it till you get exactly what you want and do not bail on anything that you want. So long as you ask the 3 questions. Can he physically do this? Can he emotionally understand what I want? And is what I'm asking him to do fair and reasonable? That 2-minute speech is horse training in a nutshell. Horse training in a nutshell. Good, ride him on, keep your contact, no loopy reins. It's supposed to be windy later too.
Yeah.
What do you think, Kate?
Better?
I like it. Now, yesterday it took you 35, 40 minutes to get that open swinging trot. Don't you let him do that. You fight for, I don't care if you walk, but you do not let him own the ride. He can do that. That pine pollen is killing me.
Isn't it horrible?
Oh man, my eyes are all red and swollen and I can't breathe and I gotta oh man.
Yeah, I've been scratching like crazy.
Watching that tree yesterday with that plume of yellow come off of it was too much. And I thought somebody was burning something.
Yep, nope.
You make him march on. So anyway, I was saying over there when you were going down that wall, yesterday it took you 35 minutes to get to that trot. Go, 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 go. Be clear. Push him on. Put your leg on him. And that thing in your left hand, you're allowed to tap him with it if he's behind you. Good job. Keep your contact. Do not negotiate. Always proper contact. Yep. Yep. Keep your contact. Always clear contact. You need a little steadier rein. You need to really gather your contact. Yep. And use a little flexion to the right here. Put your left hand by his wither and don't move it. That's right. Keep on riding. Good. Good. Keep that left rein real steady and put him on a flexion to the right. Good. Great. Think about your right flexion. Don't let him walk. Come on. Get after him. Get after him. Get after him. Put your hand low. Keep your hand together by his wither. Hands down, hands together by the withers. Don't lose your contact. Close your leg. Push him on a bit more. Push him on a bit more. And yeah, when he puts a frown on his face and he's mad about your leg, keep right on pushing your leg on him. It's fair and reasonable for you to have your leg on it. Change rein. That's right. That's right. Keep your contact. Don't lose your contact. And a strong inner leg on. Good.
Yeah, that's right. It makes way more sense.
Good. Leave your hand down. Good. Hey, look at that. Go, go, go. Steady contact, clear contact. Kate, you look at me. Keep going. You gather your contact through your elbow joint. Keep your contact through your elbow joint. That's right. Most people try to keep the rein steady with their wrists and hands. I do it here. Shoulder, elbow. Gather the rein. Gather the rein. Always think about, I'm going to gather the contact. If you listen, think of the word. You're not going to pull his nose in, right? But you have to keep gathering the contact to encourage him to bring his nose in and yield to the rein. There. Just think, I'm riding this horse forward and I'm going to gather that neck. That's right. Great. I'm going to gather this horse's neck. Keep on riding. Good. Keep on riding. Yep. Keep on riding. I'm going to gather his neck and I'm going to ride him forward.
But it was good. It was very productive.
Wonderful. See, you didn't get that till 35 minutes into your ride yesterday. There, I'm going to gather this neck. You think about it. No, none of this. No reaching hands up towards his... You gather him always. You have a gathering hand and a driving leg. I don't mean like, 70 pounds of leg ground on him. But always a pushing leg and a gathering hand. That's how we ride the horse, between the leg and the hand, like the book says. Come on, I know all you girls read the articles and the books and the magazines and all that. You read the same thing all the time, right? Ride from your leg to your hand. That's a pushing leg to a gathering hand. Look at that neck now. Now, I never thought I would see that horse move like this.
It's in there. It's just me.
It's not just you. It's partly you, and it's partly the fact that he didn't see this fabulous, correct kind of training till you got here.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. So, I'm telling you, you take a horse between 5 and 9 years old and go about it in the wrong way, and you have a lot of work to do to get him back where he's supposed to be. Wonderful trot. Walk. Wonderful. Take a break. Good. Take a break.
Oh, take a break?
Take a break. The horse looks great. It's hot today. There's no point to going beating the crap out of yourself.
He feels a lot better than yesterday.
You had him already perfectly even. So you know what it is you put on a horse with a real good person that really knows how to train a horse? You know what you give them between 5 and 8 years old? Foundation.
Right.
You give them basic skills to be an upper level horse. That's why it's so important to do the right thing in that time period of their life.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, I did, yeah. I knew you.
I'm aware. My Urbanus, we got it 3.5. That horse never saw a dressage show ring in his life till February 14th of this year.
I'm going to keep thinking of that.
He never went to the ring. Now, I got a lot of experience, but he never went to the ring. But what that animal has is foundation from 4 years old to Grand Prix. He never learned to do things wrong, right?
I got him when he was 4.
Well, Urbanus never learned to do things wrong. So the first dressage test of his life was Grand Prix at 73%. Okay? Because we know that he has a foundation. Victor, he just won a CDI here last week. I won Kentucky, both Grand Prix. On Victor, 4 years of putting foundation on this horse. Foundation is basics. You know what it is? Foundation is rein contact. It's having real contact. It's having a leg on. It's riding your horse from your leg into a clear hand. It's when the horse, which all horses push you away on some level. It's like kids, right? It's like a teenage kid. Teenage kids push the envelope, right? Teenage kids work really hard to see how far you can push mom and dad and how big you can make the boundaries, right? You can't lock the kid in a cage because you'll wreck him, but you also can't give him free rein, right? Welcome to horse. You can't haul his face in, tie his head down, and lock him in a box or he'll never develop. But you also can't give him free rein and he can do whatever the heck he wants. It's the middle ground. The middle ground is being fair and reasonable, but demanding in a quiet way. Great, go forward, straight ahead. You go forward. I love it, you go forward. Wonderful. And he will figure it out. You think about a gathering hand and a pushing leg. Every single day that you ride him like this, every day that you ride him round and facing your contact and going forward, you are building a better and better and better horse.
Don't try it.
You don't say it with your body, not with your mouth. Say it with your leg in your seat. Say it with your hand. Give him no other option except to go properly forward to your contact. Just don't leave any other option on the table. It works like a charm. Good. Great. You know, that fascinates me, right? You get this horse perfectly round like this and forward. Every ounce of unevenness is completely gone, all in about 2 seconds. Look at me. Don't reach at him. Always a gathering hand. He doesn't have to pull, but trot on, trot, 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 trot. Don't let him do a transition like that. Trot. Trot. Touch him with your stick. Trot. Trot. Get after him a little bit. Get after him. You told him to trot, he trots. Come on. Circle here. Circle here. Put him on a left bend a little bit. Touch him with a stick. He's got to get moving a little better. I want you to work on this circle on good left bending. Like your right hand stays quiet, but work your left wrist. Work your left wrist. And put a heck of an inside leg on it. Work your inside wrist, put on your inside leg. Yes, perfect. Yield. When he gets uneven and hitchy like that, drive him off your inner leg. There you go. Drive him off your inner leg. Hey, look at that. Look at that.
Stop test videos.
Keep your Hello, everybody who does the same thing with young horses does there's no different language in it. Once in a while there's some, crazy thing like somebody gets the bright idea to pull their head onto their knees, or somebody gets the bright idea to, ride around with the reins and the buckle and whatever. But generally, all basic riding on horses is the same. The horse has to learn to go forward from your leg and accept your contact. He has circle. Now you work on that right bending. Keep your outside rein steady and work on that inner bending, and you make him go forward into that inner bending. Forward into that inner bending. Yep. Push him on. Push him on. Push him on. Yep. Yep. Good. Work on that inner bending and push him on forward through it. Wonderful. Work on that inner bending and push him on forward through it. Terrific. A little more. And build it up. No matter how good your trot feels, quietly ask for a bit more. Nice. Jody, I don't know what you did all winter, girl, but between Kate and Marianne, something occurred here different. No, you know what occurred? 2 years just added up for both of you. It's all the, I know all about this. It's all the days of head in the air and crying and I hate this horse. I know all about it.
I can hear you, Jody.
I know you can.
I know all about it. I have a barn full of those too.
I'm never gonna get this.
Oh yeah, I know that one too.
That's okay. You'll have more of those. It'll just be over a different.
It'll be over something else like your flying change to the right. Yeah, that's what it'll be over.
I promise never to cry about that.
Remember that movie, the baseball movie, A League of Their Own, with Madonna and that in it? When Tom Hanks is the manager and she's crying. He says, there's no crying in baseball. It's the same thing. There's no crying in dressage. Kate, that's fabulous. Trot down that wall really forward. Gather your hand. Gather your hand. Keep him round. Keep him round. Work him round a little bit. There you go. Look at that. Wonderful. Really good. Really good. Wonderful. You know what that's called? Meaningful riding. Like you have conviction now. You have conviction now. Walk. Walk. You do not have to, for lack of a better word, beat a dead horse. You just have to get every single ride you get on and you go, I am going to have this contact and I'm going to ride forward. Look at your walk. He's round and he faces the bridle.
Yeah, he feels good.
It's everything is about contact and forward riding. The horse will try to talk. Get after him. Very fine. Do not, no victim. Do not be a victim. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Put your leg on him. Get after him. Perfect. Once he goes forward and he does what you want, tell him he's a good boy. That's warm blood 101. They all, no, I take it back. Most of them do it, and the ones that don't are the nut jobs that run away.
I'd rather have this running away.
For all of my amateur ladies, I'd rather have, no, I tell you, the ones that get the nut job that run away, those are the horses they give to me, and then I go on and ride them Grand Prix.
Well, that's the thing.
They hand those to me.
I want to ride my horse.
You're absolutely right. And you should. That's why I don't want any of you girls to have a, you don't need that high-strung nut job horse. They're out there and they make great Grand Prix horses a lot of the time, but they're no fun also. Good, so ride him on a little bit and change reins.
Not done.
Good. Good, ride him on. Good, ride him on. You're good, ride. Put your calf on him. Put your calf on him. It's always about the 2-year mark when they get good lessons that all of a sudden they figure out being able to ride their horses.
Right.
Good, change rein. It's always a gathering hand. You're not going to pull 70 pounds, but you're not going to give him 1 ounce of rein contact either. He needs more than that to develop. I did my whole thing about, draw reins and all that, about how with certain, with an expert using them, they can be a good tool from time to time. But man, oh man, it's easier for these trainers, as you know, to put them in draw reins, because then they don't have to deal with the crying and the this and that, and the people think they're getting someplace and they're really not. They don't know how to take a contact and ride their horse to the bridle. That's exactly right. You see it all the time. That is the most beautiful, round, swinging, fabulous trot you could ask for. That's a trot. Now, walk time. I'm totally cool if you walk on. It's already 80-some degrees. I'm totally cool if you walk, so long as the walk that you do with him is meaningful, that Kate is driving the bus. Not where he does this walk, this lazy thing where he drags you along. He can walk, and you can stretch him if you want, but you got to make him, when you do a walk, that you're giving him a break and it's a free walk, play with your wrists and make him free walk with his neck reaching down, not just where he sets at any old place. Part of it's, horse training to develop your horse. Part of it is habitual. If the horse always learns to walk forward and he always learns to reach and stretch down for the bit, he will defer to that because it's his habit. I like the neck, he's got to go forward better. Is that what those all are? I didn't pay attention. The cicadas are out in New Jersey for the first time in 17 years. That 1 week or whatever when they're out of dormancy.
No, and we're not here during the week. We've been around the last few days.
Best thing about a dragonfly is it eats like 400 times its weight in mosquitoes every day.
They're harmless. They don't bother
Nope, don't bother you a thing.
Nope.
That's a lovely walk. It's a lovely walk because of what you're riding into it, okay? So make a circle here. So I'm a lucky guy that has, at this point in my life, all these really, really fine upper level horses, okay? You know what the common denominator is of, okay, like Jody's now and Brenna have seen all those horses.
Yeah.
Victor, you don't have to make go. Victor, you're always going, whoa boy, whoa boy, whoa boy, holding him back, okay? In a reasonable way. It's not like he's, eyes bugged out on fire, but he goes. You put your leg on him, you don't have to work to go across the diagonal and make an extended trot. He goes, okay? Timeless, I have to go every single solitary step of the ride, whoa boy, whoa, because he wants to passage this high every single step. That's him. If you got on him, you'd ride from me to Jody and say, please let me off this thing. Because if you touch the buttons wrong, anyway.
Yeah.
Urbanus is not a blood horse. He is not this hot, you know, whatever horse. But that horse is going to get 75, 6, 7 in Grand Prix, maybe more. You know what he lets us do? He lets us ride the work into him. He's not the world's fabulous mover. But you know what he lets us do? If we come out of that corner, me or Vera on that horse, and put our leg on and say extended trot and drive that sucker, he will try, okay? He will try to give me an 8. Like, I'll have a chance to get an 8, okay? Like, if I come to a piaffe with him, I know he's not going to rear, buck, toss his head, back up. He's not going to do any of those things. He's not going to fight it off. He's not going to throw his head. He's not going to kick and run backwards. He's not going to do any of those things. He's going to let me turn that corner and put my leg on and say, come on! And he'll give me, and he'll try to give me an answer. It may work out great. It may work out, you know, average, but I have a shot at it. And that's what you have to remember with your horses. You got to train your horses. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to do these incredible things and, you know, drag you across the diagonal line, extended trot, whatever. But when you put your leg on, he's got to let you ride the work into him. That is the most important quality in a horse. The hot, revved up, incredible, talented mover, blah, 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 sometimes gets beat by the normal mover who's super rideable. Rideable means when you put your leg on, he goes. You get after him. He needs to march up there. If your intention was to trot, he's got to trot. And if he comes back and he just, you know, falls out of it and starts walking with you, you know what, girl? Get after him. Get after him. When I was 13, I got the speech from Michael Poulin about he's not made of glass, you're not going to break him. And I use that same speech about every day. You're not going to break him, put your leg on and make him trot. Brenna, where do you live? In Western Mass?
Western Mass.
Where?
Amherst. Well, I used to live in Amherst, but now I live in Northfield, which is a little bit north of Greenfield.
Oh!
Like right on the New Hampshire border, basically.
Yeah.
Not too far from
Yep.
Too far from where?
From the old
How long,
Stony Burn.
I actually have to go that way tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I have a meeting up there tomorrow morning with
Oh,
somebody.
you want to teach me tomorrow? Just kidding.
I have a meeting at like
No, I'm
7:30 in
kidding.
the morning, then I have to be back in New Jersey by what? How
So
long is it?
where's your meeting?
Huh? Greenfield?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm just 10 minutes north of there.
No kidding.
You can just hitch a ride with Brenna.
I was going to say, yeah, you could stop by. I'll give you directions. Give you coffee.
Good, a little more trot. A little more trot. Good. Good. How long does it take you to get home?
2 hours from here. Well, 2 hours to the barn. It would be quicker if I went to my house, but to the barn it's 2 hours.
Good. Very good, a little more trot. Great, change rein. Good, a little more trot. Good, keep your contact. Yep, keep your contact when he gets like that. Yep, yep, yep. A little more trot. Yep. Don't you let him walk on those terms. It was like perfect, and Jody got up.
I don't have any more.
Oh yeah, you do. That thing in your right and left hand, you're allowed to trot. You're not. He's not allowed to walk on those terms. Jody had the flag out, the rah rah Kate, you know, and then you stop. Trot. Don't let him do that. Come on, get after him.
Be careful not to say that too
no.
loud.
You'll figure it out. Oh, it's just like being on one Tempe number 13 and goes, yes, he got him. Bang.
Yeah.
It's always 15 you miss.
Exactly.
Good. Good, a little more trot. Wonderful. Look at that. Come on, ride. Forward fixes that. Go. Don't raise your hands up here like this. Put your hand down and drive him out there. Come on, forward.
You could almost forget that.
Come on, forward. Great, forward more. Change rein. Mean it. Do a little lengthening. Don't raise your hands up. That thing in your left hand you're allowed to use to create some energy. Good, a little more trot. Good, a little more trot. Wonderful. One more long wall, a little more trot.
Come on.
Don't tell him with your voice. Tell him with your ride.
I'm trying.
Well, you have that thing in your left hand, and I haven't seen it do much. Thank you. If he's behind you, girl, get after him. Lethargy breeds lethargy. It's one of those things. The more you ride them forward and they believe you and they believe that you're serious, don't let him do that. Don't let him do trot. Use your stick. Tap him. Tap him again. Yeah. No, not like that. Hold your reins in your hands. None of this like with a wand out here stuff. No way. Good. Keep that bend to the left. Yep. Keep right on going. Tap him with that stick a couple times. Put a little hind end on him. Look at that. My goodness. Keep your contact. Do not negotiate. Straight horse. Straight horse. Keep riding. Keep riding. Use your stick on the left. Use your stick. Use it again. Yeah, right. I mean, you don't have to whack the crap out of him, but tap him a couple times. I tell you what, Kate, at the end of the day, just saying to a horse, you are going forward with no drama, you will be shocked what you will achieve. Look at that animal move now. Now you can walk.
Now I don't want it.
Good, then don't.
There's the answer. That's good.
See, I understand this because I spend 99% of my time is spent 99% with women. Right? You know, now you can walk. I don't want to.
Get a little cowboy in there on him.
No, that's not cowboy. That's clear and direct.
Get that one with some water.
Look at the pollen on that truck.
Oh, I
Isn't
know.
it? My eyes are all swollen up and I'm packing and I
me a
can't
Gatorade
breathe.
before I get off.
We saw a cloud of, remember that cloud?
Me? Okay,
Yes,
sure.
yesterday
Let me
came right off
stop
that
this.
tree.